Hi everyone, I'm Josh and this is Josh Wright Piano TV. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm happy to have you here. Today I wanted to provide some clarity on an issue that I've seen with a lot of students, including university students. A lot of times as a teacher, you do this all day, every day, and you start to make assumptions that, oh, everybody knows that. And then you ask even more advanced players certain questions and they're like, no, I didn't know that. So I wanted to provide an answer on how much should I be practicing with my music after I've memorized something. And one of my university students, he's a music minor, but really sharp kid, he said, I'm using my music about 10% of the time. And I said, it actually needs to be opposite of that. You should be using your music about 80% of the time after you've memorized it. During those memorization phases, it might be a lot more memorized. You might be going to the music and then trying it 5 times memorized. In order to get the piece memorized, you probably will have to use your music a lot less to reinforce that memory. But once it's memorized and once it's solid, I want you to actually go back to the score. This is an incredibly extreme example, but I even have found after playing the first Chopin Ballade for, I guess, 15 years now, I started it when I was, I think, 14 or 15 years old, I'm 31 now, that when I'm teaching it, I've even found chords where I might be adding one extra note, or I might be doing, an inversion of something that's unnoticeable because I've competed with it so much. None of the judges have ever pointed any of these things out, but I'll notice and I say, oh, I'm adding an extra D in that E major 7 chord or the E7 chord. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, I've been playing this piece forever and I'm still noticing little things. If I didn't go back to the score, I wouldn't know those things. Another trap that you can easily fall into, be careful of this, is if you only use memory to reinforce the piece over and over again, what I just mentioned, like playing a different inversion that doesn't actually sound incorrect. An inversion, by the way, if you're a beginner, this is a D flat major, that's D flat major, that's D flat major. They're just a reordering of the notes. Sometimes you'll add an extra one, sometimes you'll leave one off by accident. So having that constant reinforcement of the music in front of you will help a lot. And I just want to throw in a quick sight reading tip. When you're trying to get better at sight reading, only look at your score and make sure that you orient yourself by feeling around for the black and white keys. That will help. I know that's totally off topic, but so many people email me, how do I get better at sight reading? I wanted to include it in today's video. But hopefully that provides clarity for each of you on whether to use music after you've memorized. I'd be using it about 80% of the time and practicing in small sections still. Yes, you do need to practice the entire piece in order to prepare for a concert. You should practice performing it, but you should also be working with the music in small sections, tightening things up, polishing things up, getting it in the top shape before you go on stage. I hope that helps. If any of you have any questions, please let me know. My email is josh@joshwrightpiano.com. If you'd like to go even further in depth beyond these YouTube videos that I put out, I will list a few links for online courses I've put together down in the description below, as well as another free training if you'd like to check that out. So have a great week. Good luck in your practice sessions.